So we are at the Kubermatic stand, and we're going to be having a chat with Marvin. Marvin, how are you doing?
Doing well. Thank you so much for having me.
Fantastic. So Marvin, do a quick intro to yourself, please, and then an intro to Kubermatic as well.
All right. So yeah, my name is Marvin Beckers. I'm a team lead at Kubermatic. So I'm working in the R&D department. Responsible for developing software at Kubermatic. Kubermatic is a software vendor in the Kubernetes space. We automate your IT infrastructure, and since we come from Kubernetes, we offer all sorts of infrastructure services, software services around all your IT needs basically.
Fantastic. Okay, so platform engineering certainly seems to be a buzz at the moment. Buzzword, I think everybody's talking about at the conference and everywhere else. Are we kind of heading in the right direction, do you think? What's kind of Kubernetes for you? Or is it on the brink, as I'm hearing from other people?
I think the most interesting thing about the situation right now is that a lot of people have built a lot with the tools that are out there, but I think the technology needs to evolve a little bit. I think we're missing, these interesting parts that would elevate platform engineering, and that's maybe what some people see as stagnation.
Okay, so in your opinion, just kind of what defines the sort of the tipping point, if you like, between sort of growth and decline in something like platform engineering?
I think we're now at a point where a lot of people are actually starting to adopt the principles developed in platform engineering. Right. I think that is the tipping point. So if these things have success in companies, then there's room for growth, there's adoption. But if there isn't, you're kind of at the brink of is there something coming out of all these talks, of all these white papers or so? Is it something actionable?
Right. And in terms of adoption, as you said, are you seeing enterprises kind of doing that? What's your kind of view on what the customers are doing at the moment?
I think what we're seeing is that everyone is having the same problems, to be honest. This idea of having a platform, this idea of in a way becoming your own cloud provider, having more like an API first experience. I think everyone needs that, all the companies, customers we're talking to, they see that they have a big forest of IT, but they need to harmonize that in some way, and that's what platform engineering I think should be doing.
Right, and I guess my next question is going to be kind of platform engineering's longevity, but I think that's there because we're obviously going to wait for customers and enterprises to really catch up. Is that kind of maybe the view? They're kind of at the beginning of that journey, they're still trying to kind of figure out how to do platform engineering, would that be correct?
I would say so, yeah. I think we're still at the beginning of adoption. People are trying things out, people are trying tools, but the day two of it is a whole different story, right? And I think a lot of companies are not there yet. They're still thinking about their adoption strategy of all the tools in platform engineering.
Okay, so Kubernetes hit 10 years last year. What's kind of been your view of sort of where it is and kind of your view overall on Kubernetes?
I mean, I think it's in a good spot, to be honest. My background is in IT system administration, so Kubernetes is becoming in a way a bit boring, and that's good. Yeah, that's what IT departments need. The rapid development of it's great, but it's also something that if it slows down, it's something that has come to stay. I think that's just the thing with Kubernetes. I don't think there are alternative solutions out there for the problems that Kubernetes is solving. And I think it has won kind of the orchestration wars in a way, and I think it's fair to say.
Yes, I mean, I think even there's also movements around making it available in the sort of WebAssembly space, the WASM space as well. So probably has some way to go, and then try and maybe kind of improve and see how it kind of develops maybe over the next maybe 5 to 10 years as well. Excellent. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about Kubernetes solutions. What are you guys doing at the moment? what are you guys showing at KubeCon London? And what are you guys been up to?
Yeah, so our flagship platform is the Kubernetes Platform. So that's our managed. It's basically running managed Kubernetes on your own data center. So multi-cluster management platform, essentially creating clusters, maintaining them, upgrading them, all of that. But we have lately upgraded our portfolio with quite a few services. For example, we have KubeLB, which gives you like a load balancer as a service integration into your local data center, so something like that. We also always have KubeOn, our Kubernetes installer that you can use for single clusters.
Yeah.
And also something that we've recently announced is the Kubermatic Developer Platform, which goes into this whole topic of platform engineering and building like a central platform layer for organizations to use.
Okay, and what's kind of the latest thing that you guys have been focusing on? Is it kind of a combination maybe of all of those things, or is it kind of something specific that maybe customers are talking to you about more, or they're seeing particular challenges and you guys are addressing those? What's kind of the challenges that customers maybe talk to you about?
I think in general we're seeing like this shift to on-premise. So that's why something like KubeLB is appealing to a lot of people, because they're running more and more workloads from their own data centers. And the Kubernetes Developer Platform, as we're talking about platform engineering, that's exactly I think where a lot of pain points are, where companies are looking for solutions. We're talking to them, we're seeing what are their problems and how we can best solve them for them.
And KCP, is that something that you guys are engaged in?
Yeah, so
you're maintainers, right?
Yes. I'm a maintainer of KCP. It's a CNCF Sandbox project, and it's the technical underpinning for KDP. So KCP itself is an API layer that took the ideas from Kubernetes, like the whole API structure, said this is a great structure, but it's not necessarily tied to container orchestration. So KCP takes the Kubernetes resource model and creates like a multi-tenant API platform for declarative APIs that from Kubernetes, but it gives you like more tooling in the API management space, and that's what we built KDP on top of.
Okay, and is it you said kind of multi-tenanting? Can it also kind of do multi-clustering as well? Is it kind of designed to do that?
So the focus.
Well, that's the next version or something.
No. I mean, so KCP is really focused on API management.
Right. Okay.
So KCP actually cannot run pods.
Okay.
So it's the Kubernetes API layer minus pods, essentially.
Okay. Yeah.
But of course there's a multi-cluster story behind there, because the services that you would offer in a KCP installation, like all the APIs and all, you will need to provide that somewhere. So that's where Kubernetes actually comes in, because that's a container orchestration that's going to run my services, my pods that provide a database or something. So there is a multi-cluster story there, because you use your central control plane, which could be KCP, and you then orchestrate the different services across multiple clusters with that.
Fantastic. Okay, well, Marvin, thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
Thanks for having me.